Hey guys, welcome to Questionablelock. It's Taylor Stahl.
I'm Sebastian Natashi.
I don't know why I said it's, but here we are. We are recapping Thanksgiving weekend, everything that happened. Not that exciting of a Thanksgiving day when it comes to games. We knew that though after the Steelers game got canceled. RIP. But yeah, let's talk about that. I mean, I know that I had my weird family bets on it that me and my grandpa actually ended up winning.
hmm
It was super sick. It was just like random and like you like fill in a bunch of boxes. I think I talked about it last show, but yeah, $100.
Let's
So that was
go.
sick. Yeah, I think it was like on the final score for the Cowboys
hmm
Washington football team game. It was so funny, but yeah, I think that it was just kind of an underwhelming day. Both games were like not really even that close,
Yeah.
um, which was interesting. They were kind of close. The Cowboys game was kind of close in the half, but ended up kind of being a blowout for the Washington Blue Cowboys out. So, I mean, I don't know. How was your Thanksgiving with these games?
Yeah. Well, both of our bets hit. I believe we took the Texans in
I think
that one.
too.
They were 4-point favorites, something like that. And like you said, Cowboys getting blown out. Lions looked just as bad as they have, just as bad as we thought they did. They fired their head coach and their GM, I believe, earlier this week or yesterday. I guess would be earlier this week. So a mess down there right now. If we feel for Matt Stafford, we felt for him all year.
Yeah.
The other game, Cowboys. I mean, just a bad game all around. But Washington stepping up, making the plays in that division. Race is heating up. I think the Giants and Washington are tied for the lead, like 4-7 or 4-6-1, something like that. Something bad. But
Nothing
both of
bad.
those games hit. Another fun weekend of NFL. Chiefs Bucks was a great game. We saw Mahomes. He's just
He's just
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Just ridiculous.
I feel like the entire time he plays, like God is just like, let me guide you.
Yeah.
Let me throw this ball for you and
I
put it
mean,
perfectly in this place.
200 plus yards in the first
Like
quarter. Just
what?
Tyreek Hill. Like that was really tough for the
He
Bucks. They
has
they
he
looked
has the football
they
God.
looked better in the second half. They had a bad loss the week before. Tom Brady looked bad, but
Yeah.
they came back in the second half, made it close. I mean, the Chiefs it was over after those first two touchdowns. There's no coming back from Tyreek Hill, two bombs in the first quarter.
Not a chance.
But the Chiefs looking like the best team in the league still. They get another win. Obviously, the Steelers are still undefeated because that game hasn't been played yet.
Right.
They're playing the Ravens. I think it got moved back to tomorrow.
I
I
was
think
gonna say I thought it was tonight, but
they moved it back to tomorrow, and
tomorrow.
it's at like 4 or it's at like 3:30 because there is something on NBC after that. I forgot what it is, but there's something that they have to show after.
About what?
It's like one of the things where it might be I remember it's the Rockefeller tree lighting
Oh, that's
ceremony.
so exciting.
So they have to, they need those. They get viewers there. They
Yeah.
gotta make sure that the game is done by then. But yeah, no, it's just a solid week in football. Had a couple bets hit, both of our Thanksgiving ones, obviously.
Yeah.
This next week coming up, we'll have more games for you guys on Thursday for football, but college basketball in full swing now. I think our game on Wednesday was SDSU versus UCLA, who was ranked 22. Told you guys to hammer that. Correct. San Diego State.
Correct.
Easy win. UCLA just, like I said, I don't know what they did to deserve that ranking at all.
Nothing. Literally nothing.
Maybe the end of last season and having a lot of guys back. They did have two guys out against SDSU, which hurt them a little bit, but San Diego State still a great team. Jordan had 15 points, Matt Mitchell 15 points, and they got the win there. So that's more money for us. I think I won $15 on that game. UCLA ended up winning their next one against Pepperdine, so they recovered. But USC's looking all right. Stanford's looking very good in the Pac-12 in basketball. Oregon,
USC has brothers now.
USC has both brothers. Yep.
Yeah.
Evan and Isaiah. Evan much better. Evan is very good. One of the best. I think he was number one for most of his high school career in his class.
Mm-hmm.
His older brother Isaiah, I've played against him a decent amount of times. Never thought he was super good, but Evan is the truth. He's very good.
That's exciting.
USC, they got ASU. ASU's looking all right this year. They got some dogs. Oregon's very good. Stanford has Zaire Williams. He's about to be, second, third pick. He's looking very good so far. They have a big one against North Carolina today, but
I wonder if this season for basketball is going to be similar to how football's been with like all the game cancellations and stuff.
Yeah, there's I mean if you look even just today, if you go to like just all the Division 1 games, there's like a list they have of like I think there's 7 or 8 that got canceled because of that.
I
There,
mean, yeah,
these games,
USC's football team literally has only played what two
two,
games,
3 games, yeah, something
two
like that.
games. I don't even know. And the last one got canceled. It's like they're about to have like a 5 or 6 game season. Like that
Yeah.
is so like ridiculous to me. Like how is that even? I don't know. I don't get this. Like,
They're these games aren't as important in college basketball yet. They're hoping that
right, right.
this winter period where we know that the virus and the infection rate is going to be super high because it's the
Mhm.
winter. They're trying to get through these before the
Yeah.
postseason comes around and your conference tournaments and your league games really start to pick up. But I would like to give a shout out to Gonzaga because as a mid-major, even though they're right there every year, this year they look extremely good, like extremely good.
Oh,
They got guys coming back. Jalen Suggs, freshman, truth, it's just very good
freshman?
freshman. They're my pick right now to win it all. Obviously, they're the number 1 team in the country, popular pick, but I think they got it all this year to hold on to because
Who do you think
Gonzaga
will be their
Gonzaga
top?
makes it far and likes to choke it out a little bit. But this year,
Who do
they're
you
just
think will be their best competition?
I don't know. It's hard to tell right now. I
Yeah.
really like Richmond a lot. Obviously, they just
Interesting.
upset Kentucky, but it's going to be one of those years where it's a lot of times in college, it's a lot of talk about the one and dones and the freshmen, the star power, and that is really helpful. Obviously, you need talented guys like that. But in a
Mhm.
year like this, where there's even less experience for those freshmen to get game time,
Right.
and even less chance, a lot of those one and done guys, they're just trying not to get hurt right now. This COVID season, they know they're going to the NBA.
Mhm.
All you have to do is not get hurt. A lot of them aren't going to, dramatically improve or decrease their draft stock. So I like a team like Gonzaga, a team like Richmond, to, make a deep run, a team with a lot of vets. But like I said, Gonzaga has a lot of vets, and they have those really talented freshmen like Jalen Suggs coming in. So
Right.
they kind of got that perfect balance for me right now.
For sure.
Kentucky figures it out. Kansas isn't as talented, as they have been
Right. In the past.
in the past. Duke looks okay. They always reload. They got
Mhm.
a big one today against Michigan State.
I also
Michigan
feel
State
like
looks good.
things are gonna change so much, like, over the season more than, like, they
Yeah,
ever would, just because, like, getting back in the swing of things, getting back in the games, like, it's gonna be, like, honestly, like, survival of the fittest, like,
yeah.
who can actually, like, thrive in these situations because this is difficult for everyone, so
And that's why I'm hesitant to even say a number 2 team, but that
exactly.
does it shows how much I trust and believe in Gonzaga this year. They're
Right, right.
extremely good.
That's nuts. But, honestly, I don't know. I'm excited to see this basketball season. I hope it doesn't get as much cancellations as football has.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, anything
Maybe
else?
with less players on the team, less players that can get infected. Less players doing.
That's so
Other
true.
things.
I didn't even think about that.
I know, like
But
with
also,
SDSU, they had like half their team already had it. Also,
I was gonna say
so
also like having a smaller team, yeah, less guys can get it, but like even if like it wouldn't be as big of a hit on a football team if 1 or 2 guys got it, but if 1 or 2 guys get it on a basketball team, it's like that's almost half of your
now
guys.
yeah, if it's like your
Like
2 subs, now you're stuck with 5 or 6.
exactly. So it's a like give and take. They both have different
Unprecedented,
pros and cons, but
unprecedented
that's so
times.
tough. Huh?
Yeah. I said it's unprecedented right now. They don't, coaches got to be ready for anything and everything.
It's so bad. And it's like they're living on a I don't even know.
Yeah, they're not doing much right now. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
These basketball players, this
They're
is a
not
long
they yeah,
season
they're
ahead
not their
of
doors are
doing
locked.
nothing. Yeah, a long season ahead of doing nothing.
That's oh my goodness. I hope for the best for all of them because that's a lot of stress
Hmm.
on like these college kids.
Especially these guys that this is like I said, the one and dones. They know their future is pretty secure, but you got senior guys and junior guys that were counting on a big year and lots of people watching to boost that draft stock or boost any their stats at all. And now there's not as much attention on it. Obviously, there's games being played at 10, 11 in the morning.
Right.
It's just they're figuring it out right now, but I'm sure it'll get into the swing of things in a couple months before March, as it always does.
Any soccer that we wanted to recap on?
Tottenham tied this weekend, matchup between number 1 and 2 teams in the league, zero
Ooh,
zero draw. the draw. I did hit on that. I did bet on that. I bet the win and the tie. Had my bets covered.
How do you bet both of those?
I bet 25 on the win to win 61, and I
Okay.
bet 15 on the tie to win 40. So I ended up winning like $13 or $14 from the game.
Okay, fire.
So not bad. You know, I had my bases covered. I knew we weren't going to lose. Trust my dogs, but yeah, there's Champions League on this week. There's more soccer. We'll have more of that on Thursday for sure, and we'll get CJ back. He's on a little safari trip right now.
Yeah, Carson's in Florida right now. We think he's in the swamp finding alligators right now. So
Something.
hopefully he comes back on Thursday.
Yeah, hopefully he's good. He's good right now.
Yeah, hopefully we don't find him in the swamp.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
But yeah, I think that's all that we have for this past weekend. We'll come on Thursday with some more college basketball and some better football this
Yeah,
week.
hopefully college football too.
Yeah,
Tough
exactly.
blow for the Hoosiers. Quarterback out for the year.
Oh
Devastating.
my God, I saw that.
Devastating, man.
That is absolutely devastating. They were having such a good year.
Yeah, but you know, there's building for next year, I guess.
Yeah, right.
We're not going to win the Big Ten anyway, so.
Yeah, I know, but okay, yeah, we can get into that another time.
Yeah.
We'll see how they do without him, and then we'll make our decision.
Yeah,
we'll make our opinions then. But yeah, you guys know what to do. Check out the website questionablelock.com, all of the social medias. See you on Thursday.